We began by asking ourselves, how can we design ways to make the journeys people take efficient and safe if we don't understand what they're experiencing out on the streets?
Approaching India.
The answer is, we can't. So we figured the best way to find out was to just go. And go we did. We put ourselves out there on Boulder Highway in Las Vegas, Nevada. We rode bikes, we took it to the streets, we hopped on buses, and we wore GoPros to document our experiences.
Yeah, so we're out here on Boulder Highway, which is one of the deadliest corridors in the state of Nevada, and we are going through an innovative iteration process, really, with this first step of empathizing with what is it like to be a transit user on this corridor, what is it like to be a pedestrian and a biker.
I am short, so it wasn't easy for me to see the map, which was in a distance from me. And then as soon as I saw that, I thought, okay, I do have the ability to get up on the bench and be able to get closer to the map, but what about the people who do not have that ability? So that was the first barrier for me.
I feel very grateful to be in this position to observe the people in the corridor that may not have the same means that I do. And I think at the end of the day, as engineers, you're trying to move people or goods, and focusing on the individuals who are utilizing it is important. So just seeing them, some of the access issues that they have between making transfer stops or just having ADA accessibility and small issues that can be addressed with design.
But I also think there's a bigger piece about people and people's experience. So I think when we look at some of the challenges around social inclusion and some of the fragmentation that occurs, and I think we can learn quite a lot.
There were lots of times where I decided that breaking the law in terms of jaywalking was way easier than following what the design of the roadway was telling me to do. There were so many times where I needed to go, the destination was 100 feet away, or I could walk a quarter of a mile up to the signal, turn around and come back. I'm definitely going to cut across, take that risk.
It's really important when we talk about intelligent mobility that we're focusing on people and the mobility of people and their access and their movement. And so we want to look at things like lighting and is it safe because the pedestrian is lit as they're crossing the street, or if not, are there opportunities to maybe improve lighting or change what's happening at the intersection during those times of days so that they can cross safely when it's dark out and it's hard to see them.
We took all we had learned and asked our colleagues across the globe to join us at an ideation event to identify challenges like jaywalking and poor connectivity, and to brainstorm imaginative solutions. Barriers to mobility stared us straight in the eye, but we have the power to take back the streets and make them safer for our fellow travelers.
What this experience really allowed me to do was to see how those barriers to mobility are really about your life experiences and not just about the engineering decisions that we make as planners and engineers when we design these roadways. We understand what those barriers to mobility are, but when you pull in all the other things that you have to do every day, go do your laundry, go to the store and get food, just make a trip down the corridor to work, it really is interesting to see how that impacts the whole trip experience.
We set off with open minds. We came back with open eyes. Every city is unique, and so are its people. We felt compelled to walk the walk, to experience mobility obstacles that only those who travel in these streets daily are privy to. Creating intelligent mobility strategies that impact cities and the people who live in them is a two-way street. So let's talk, and then let's work together to take safety to the streets.
Yay, good job.